showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the LSU Tigers and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Catching up with the Fighting Irish head coach before the game. This running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And get this one started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Tackle was made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. It's the hole. It's Hall. Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds the hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run at it.
Got enough for the first down. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
And David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. They got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a man. It's Levin. Right side, it's Durham. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's caught downfield. There he goes. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Hey, man, this is exactly what you want as a play caller. You want to get your quarterback settled, give him some bunnies early to make some plays so he's feeling bulletproof. 4 for 4 to start the game. Yes, please. Offensive.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, LSU! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone, it's James. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Offense in an empty set. First play of this drive. Throws to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Williams. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Notre Dame right back to the line.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Dome, the wide receivers, and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day. And all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it. And I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. They'll try the left side. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Spotted right at midfield as they try to convert third and short. Now on the move. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down.
You gotta love that third down, man. Third and short, you've got to be the more physical team. And listen, it's magnified, right? Because the offense just gave up a touchdown on the opening drop.
He wants to go deep. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Lets it fly. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on third down.
Well, on that third down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after they... This is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier in bounds and getting him down, now setting up fourth.
Notre Dame looking for this 4th down conversion. Quarterback changing the play. Snapped on 4th down. Rush right in his face. He sacked this defense all over him.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw it big? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Clement. Fires to the middle. Holds on, it's Thomas. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff, Durham running left. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the second drive. But he's really...
They get him a rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone, helping your offense out.
Guys, LSU has the lead here, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Give to Caden Durham. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Defense coming out with a huge stop, perhaps to force a field goal that would make it a two-possession game.
What a third down stop by this defense. Third down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the 4th and goal.
Field goal is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on 4th basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on 4th down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Right side, it's Brown. Could not make his way to the corner. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. saw that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Makes a grab. At the 45 on its way. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Right back to the well. He's past the marker. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Wants to go up top on second down. Out wide right, it's Porter. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
When I see the defensive man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. Trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion giving them a fresh set of downs. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Second down, gonna throw it. Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be third down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On the ground, it's Walton. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down decision. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. From the right hash, this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. This is now a 7-point game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Trying the left side. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Dropping back, it's Lemon. Right side, it's Thomas. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to him and it'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. It's inside, it's Durham.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Got it in the middle. It's Durham. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the first.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Handoff, Caden Durham. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, to get to the football.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Out wide right, it's Watkins. Brings into the open. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. DB's right up on the receivers. Sets his feet. It's Levin. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a 4th down.
That's a big missed opportunity by the defense there, guys. If he's able to make that interception, all of a sudden, their offense is back on the field. But now, because he dropped it, it's still 4th down. And, of course, they're in field goal range.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Snaps it. They'll throw to start the drive. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Long way to go on 2nd down. His way to a little bit of a pickup, not enough for the first down as the clock continues to move here late in the half. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Right back to it. Still running at the 40. Turning it on. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns.
And that was was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Finds a crease, it's Hall. He just threw his nose right into the middle of the pile and was stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
He's there to make the stop. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with the Missouri State Bears, taking on the number 8 team, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. And it's Missouri State in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Tight game as we start the third quarter. We'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out.
It's a seam wide open. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 for the 29. Sells the run, looking to pass. Rolls right. On a little time, lets it go. Right side, it's Flanagan. And he goes out of bounds, but finally this passing game gets something going here as they try to rally.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Whenever getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. Looking for the goal line. He stopped short of the goal line. Couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short. And you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this 1st down.
This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the touchdown Notre Dame. They take the lead with the 6. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. So as soon as they step on the field here in the 3rd quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score. Pick off! What a play to set him up! Takes it the other way. Touchdown! the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Here's the give off the left side. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Give to Caden Durham. Driven back.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Well, the offense is trying to throw for it in their own end on third down, and quarterback receiver not quite on the same page, and they're lucky because that was almost picked up.
Makes the catch at the 35. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Here come the Irish back on offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, Dave?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Making the adjustment on the play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Walton. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And that's got to be so frustrating for this defense. Man, he's already over 100 yards. Like, they're going to continue to feature him, especially on third down. And so far, this defense, they can't find the answer. They can't get him to the ground. They've got to find something to slow this dude down.
They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down to the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Durham. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. 11. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. They'll tell you the because somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. From the gun, it's Walton. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Four wide out set, three of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Changing the routes with his receiver. Second down, gonna throw it. Gonna take a shot. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Levin. Here comes the heat. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Here's a give to Durham. Just smothered on the play. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here, Will.
Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Keeps it moving, it's Walton. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose?
Flying down the left side. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the punishment has been extended. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
The Tigers Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. The run to the left. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense. Yeah, this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line is not going to like it.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Needs it here on 4th down. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To the air, it's Levin. Throwing right. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Oh, he's got some space.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Surge ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Short completion on 1st down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Got a man in the middle. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Oh, and he drops it on the crossing route on 1st down. He knew that defense was bearing down on him. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play.
Offense trying to go push pass on 1st down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration and they get the tackle for loss.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Handoff, Caden Durham. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Run ends there.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide right, it's Walton.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Motion from the wide receiver. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially with these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead has ballooned like it has.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Levin. Rush is on. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, new set of problems for this defense.
Takes the handoff. It's Hall. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Second and long here. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Going to try to get it himself. He's knocked down short gain. Maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will